establishment of one restaurant, we have successfully people who come to eat at your establishment will say, hey, this way is set a new standard. So when I eat at other places, I will compare them to
Hi guys, maybe we can have a short break to get deeper understanding about the challenge. Probably some of you might not read it through, or maybe need some little reminder. So here we have our alumni, Christian Ivan, and he would like to share a little bit about the challenge for this year.
Hi guys, how's everyone? How's everyone doing? Good? Okay, well, today I come here actually uninvited, but today I want to come here to remind you what Hult Prize is, right? I guess everyone is in a stage where they're confused. Who's confused here? Can you raise your hand if you're confused? Okay. Now my question is, do you know this booklet? Have you ever opened this booklet? The Hult Prize Challenge 2020, right? This is the booklet. Basically, this is your Bible. Okay? Coming through this challenge, this is going to be your Bible. So, who am I? I'm Ivan. I'm last year's Hult Prize finalist. I came second on campus, and I went to Manila for the regional finals and got into the top 6. Okay? So, I just want to give you a brief of last year's challenge. Last year's challenge was youth unemployment, right? And so I took time to take 2 hours of my time just to read the booklet. Basically, what the booklet tells is everything. I told you this since the start. This is the Bible. During last year's challenge was eradicating youth unemployment by using learning, matching, sourcing, and creating, right? And so from all this 71 pages, I came up with a solution of sales program. It's basically a program where you learn, you match, you source, and you create. And this is the reason why I went to the regionals. And I won to the top 6 finals. It's because I understood the challenge. So that's why today I want you to know that, do you really, here's the picture that we went on the finals in Manila. So today I want you to realize, do you understand the challenge? So brief on Hult Prize is that the idea of Hult Prize is because you can change the world through business, right? Who believes here business is the reason why a lot of things in the world is problematic? Raise your hand. Who believes that business is the problem on a lot of industries, right? Professor Bruno agrees. So therefore, what Hult Prize wants is that, can you create something impact-centered, market-driven, and profit-minded? Don't forget the last part, profit-minded. You're not creating a non-profit organization. You're creating a social enterprise. Okay? So basically, if you see all these winners for the past 10 years, is that all of them has almost 3 or 4 SDGs. SDGs is the measurement of impacts. This year's challenge has tons of the SDGs problems. This is why this challenge is so special. So, what I meant is that in creating change, you need several measurements, right? And the best measurement is how you create the impact, but based on the financial value of the change. This is important. Again, what I'm saying is that it's not about creating traditional charity or creating a traditional business. It's about, in the center, creating a social enterprise. And the number of social enterprises, can you create profit and measure them based on impact? That's the basic needs. So, I'm just going to summarize on what the challenge is this year. At the start of the page, you understand what their key measurement is, which is 2. Have a positive net impact on the environment with every sale completed, dollar earned, and decision made. What it means is that positive net impact is a measurement of every business decision you make would create an impact. And second, the measurement is that the key metrics is reach no fewer than 1 million consumers. This is hard. This is not easy within a decade, in 10 years' time. So what they want is empowering the earth. It's not about healing the earth. It's not about changing the world. It's simply about empowerment. The word empowerment here is to measure designated to increase the degree of autonomy and self-determination, meaning that the earth itself is affected by human activities. And the way we want to do is empower them. We want to reverse engineer the solution. Okay, now I want everyone to read this. This is very important. Okay, 1, 2, 3. In 2020, rapidly growing Hult Prize community is to replace every better version of ourselves. We will start by building bold businesses that improve the environment with every sale completed, dollar earned, and decision made. So this is the core of the challenge. You guys need to understand is that it's to replace. You're not trying to improve the supply chain, right? There's a team that's doing food waste, right? Basically what the challenge is saying is it's not about focusing on the food waste. It's about replacing the way you produce food. Okay? You got it? Then I think you start to get ideas. Secondly, is create a better version. It's not about remodeling. It's not about remaking. It's literally making. You're creating, right? So introduce radically new business models. By the dollar, which meant without a reduction of performance, quality, accessibility, or price. This is the problem, guys. When businesses come with a solution that is more environmentally friendly, the price could be higher and the quality could be bigger, right? So you don't want to buy it. It's not accessible. You can't buy it, right? And so these are actually the core of the thing. It's not about, remember, it's not about changing things, it's creating things. So embrace a better planet mindset. What they're trying to say is try to find solutions from everyday lifestyles. Remember, one of the challenges here is like every part of how we live, how we eat, sleep, work, play, everything with your Earth-allied product or services demonstrate that you can transform an entire industry that ultimately aim of the challenge. So it's not about giving other supplementary or subsidiaries. It's about creating a whole new market. So here they say that you can do a B2C or B2P, business to consumer or business to business. It can be both directly and indirectly, replacing every industry. This is the key point, guys. And every product on the planet with a future better version. The question is, how quickly will you do it? From here, you can understand that one of the key metrics on the final will be how fast you can traction, how fast can you grow, how fast you can scale. So your solution needs to be fast. Can you reach 1 million? Okay? So I met with Taylor. Who's Taylor? Taylor is actually the winner of the 2015 Impact Coffee, the winner of the finals. And they're from NCCU, right? And he kept on saying one thing, which is unit economics. You need to understand this. Unit economics is basically this thinking, this measurement. Net positive impact with every transaction times number of transactions equals to the large disruption and large scale impact. This will be the measurement of your product or your services. By this, you can start creating things that has a unit economics, which means one product on what services, how much does it cost? How much does it cost to make? How much does it cost to produce? And how much does it cost to buy? What is your revenue? What is your profit? What is your cost structure? You need to have that. That's called financials. So let's say in net positive is actually a growing movement. These companies are trying to change their business model. When we say change, it's not about we have the business model, what can we change? No, it's about erasing the whole business model. These companies started to create a new supply chain, a new business model. That's what it means by net positive. So here, maybe Agnes can share the slides to them later. So you can tell that these are actually the, again, measurements of what net positive means. You can't Google net positive because it's not in Google. It's not a term. It's what Hult Prize created this term called net positive. Which, let's say, it pursued the best practice in sustainability, continually invest in innovation. These are what you need to grab. Okay, I'll be fast. Avoid business models that are fundamentally about recycling and upcycling. This is why food waste is a problem. It's not about recycling. We're not looking to do better things with the destructive byproducts and waste that are generated in the 20th century. We're looking for 21st century models of production that don't create destructive byproducts and waste to begin with. So as you can see, this is very simple. Production, consumption, there's distribution in the middle. What Hult Prize is looking is not how you change the final outputs, distributions, or consumption. It's about the input, the allocation. All these production needs to be revolutionized. Okay, you get this? It's not about focusing on consumption or distribution, it's focusing on production. So it's about preventing food waste. It's not about solving waste. It's not about recycling waste. It's about preventing food waste, as an example. So focus on the revolutionary over the evolutionary. When we say that the goal of 2020 is to replace every industry with every product on the planet with a future, better version of itself, that is exactly what we mean. It could be packaging, food, transportation, energy. These are examples that you can find in the booklet. Again, guys, the booklet is the Bible. This is where you can understand everything. So make the most of proven business models. You have examples that, like example, creating a radically new product or service to replace an existing one. You can also remove a step from the supply chain. That is hard. Let's example, is slow fashion. This is actually a very good example because everyone's doing fast fashion. What if you take one process out of the supply chain and focus on the slow fashion? So it's a whole green SCM. What's a green SCM? A green supply chain management. From green design, suppliers, purchase, manufacturing, packaging, warehouse, transport, and customer. This needs to be a whole process where you revolutionize. It's not about taking one each. It's literally changing everything. Okay? So in conclusion, all human evolution progress has come at a cost, right? Every industrial revolution has come at a cost. Some insist that business are to blame, right? And that the footprint of human activity must be cut down by slowing the pace of human progress. Building ventures that directly improve environmental outcomes as a result of their existence and growth. So remember this, we don't want to impede progress, but we are seeking reconnection to ourselves, to each other, and with the world. So the idea is, Hult Prize is trying to solve the world's most pressing challenges by not doing just the right thing. It's about good business. So what I've told you today about what Hult Prize challenge is, I hope that you guys stop, drop your pens, think of what you can, again, remodel, what you can revolutionize any industry, and think about creating things step by step with no waste. That's the focus, guys. I want you to help in this process because this is very early in the stage, right? When is the finals? December, right? November 29. See, you have 1 month. Let's say 1 month to do this. Today, focus on the business model. Today, what we're doing is focus on who your customers are. Professor Stephen, you said it's very important to set all your customers. Who are your stakeholders? What are the connections? And after this, try to take some time researching. I think the most problem with Hult Prize candidates is that less research is done. Research the best you can. Find people that is in this industry. Grab a phone call, send an email, do all the rest that you can do to build this platform. It could be product, it could be service, but the whole key is how can you create change. Okay, thank you, that's from me. Sure, I'll send it to Anna.
Alright, so let us get back to filling out the canvas. Based on what you've just learned from Ivan and Professor Stephen Yu, and now Professor Bruno will go around